Well, it's been a long time since I broadcasted one of my builds, and I'm Rogue Lejour, by the way, and I've been playing Conan since I got it free years ago. But in anyway, I have built inside of one of the ruins here at Dagon's Embrace, and what I'm showing you is a neat way to build inside of some of these ruins. You don't need to overdo it with foundations and ceiling tiles, just enough to leave. What's good about some of these ruins is the structure itself. So I'm going to give you a tour of what I did over here at Dagon's Embrace, and I'm going to actually broadcast a build that I'm going to do over there at the docks of Zelha. And oh, there's Jenny. And some of the little tips that I've got came up with along the way from other players that we share is this little neat trick with the pillars. That's a odd place for those pillars, but there's a neat way to do that. And as you can see, some of this is, pretty much, one of my favorite builds is Yamatai. And with the glass, I created a diving board, for Jenny to, when she comes over, she can have fun. And yeah, now inside, there's not much build material in here except for the walls to support, the structure. I built around this because it gives a unique feature once I go upstairs. Now, the best part about building in this ruin is this feature, that right there. That's what makes this build so spectacular, is the fact that that is glowing. And yeah, and I turned this into a bar, so this really is a nice build, with not too much material at all. I mean, because you want to, like I said, use the structure itself to make the building, your build look, unique in its own way. And some of the things that I've done, over time, I developed my skills as a builder. And this is, one of the best things I've done. But I do have photos of previous build that I have done in the mire, and also, certain parts, of this map. Like, one of my favorite places to build is the mire, because I love building tree houses, and I can give you tips on how to build good tree houses, especially in this map. I mean, this map is full of nice tall trees where you can, hone your skills. And I like to call myself an Egyptian, not a master builder or a mason, but an Egyptian, because the Egyptians built pyramids. This, what I've done here, no one has ever done. I've seen lots of people build in this area, and it looks like trash. Too many foundations covering up the natural scenery, whatever. I mean, it's an atrocity to me. I'm not tooting my own horn, but to get to this level of building, it took a lot of practice. And this is my co-op, by the way, and I do come here to do this before I do go into public servers, or, like I've always done, I've had 4 servers of my own. And yeah, and This to me is one of the best builds I've done in this area. I've done it before, but not like this. Now my next project is going to be not too far away, over here at the docks of Zelha, or that's what I like to call it, but it's called Zelha Docks. And I love to make it look like a resort hotel, because that's what it really truly looks like once you know, this right here is one of the most beautiful places I've seen on this map, is this building, this structure. And with this, yeah, I always put my map room here, and I've extended walls underneath the water to go around here and connect here. And this is a swimming pool complete with 2 diving boards, and this, I would turn this into like a luxury hotel or something like that, a resort. And here would be like a Zen garden, with a gate right there. This is one of the better places to build. You don't have to use much material, but you would have to know where to place foundations to get a certain look. And this is one of the best places to build. And I always connect a tree house to this. It just gives it a certain look. And another place that I like to build in this area is down this alley. And here, coming through here, you see a lot of wildlife, but this is where I would put my animal pen. And up top is where I would put the vaults. But this is one little neat thing that I like about this structure here, is this tree. And I just make an entrance to go inside of it, and the vaults are here. I can set 2 or 3 vaults in here depending on how high I raise the foundations in this area. And it's tricky because some things won't go if you try to line it up. So what I do is I take foundations and like this, and just for an example, raise it up so high, and don't put them in the structure, just line it outside of the structure like that. And that way you can place a wall alongside of it, or on the inside, outside, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, once you do that, you can add support to cover this up and this area. But my favorite place in this area is this structure right here. This is one of the biggest massive builds I've done inside of this building. And yeah, on a public server, I had at least 8 floors in this structure, with an elevator going all the way across over to here. And down here below, I had a gate with the Argosian build material, and I had the statue right here in the middle, and it was just so lavish, in my opinion. But I have pictures of that as well. But over time, I will be broadcasting these builds again, because I had to delete everything in here just so I can do it again and show people what I like to do. And I've been an admin ever since I had the game. I've had 4 servers. One of my servers was the Undreamed Age. Another one was Anaket's Oasis, Andromeda. Red Mother is one that I was a part of and eventually took over and changed it to Anaket's Oasis. but this place is one of the best places to build without a whole lot of material, because owning a server, you have to, run the risk of people using a whole lot of foundations. Um, you can build without a lot of foundations. I found ways to build without foundations by using fence foundations, but I will outline everything with, the foundations, and put the fence foundations around them, and then demolish those foundations. It causes a lot less lag when you use the fence foundations. Now this is an interesting structure too that I've built in once before, you know, and the only thing about building in this area is when you despawn these guys, then you run into a lot of lag, and also, some slow activity. But when you do build in these areas, you want to pick a spot where there's not a whole lot of, you know, NPC, livestock, whatever you want to call it, wildlife. That way it'll cut down on a lot of the lag, because once you start despawning a lot of the wildlife in the game, then that's when you start running into issues, when your server is laggy, and you rubber band them a lot, so you want to be careful and mindful of that too. So we're gonna move on over to, well, I guess I can start here, and start turning this place into a resort. Oh, thank you, Karanda Willis. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate your views. I don't have any subscription, but you can subscribe to my channel. It's Rogue Lejour. I'm on YouTube, and this is, you know, one of many clips that I've broadcasted, but this is the first time I've ever talked through one of my broadcasts. And I really do like this game, and what I'm gonna do is gonna go back over here and give you an aerial view of what this place looks like. And in my opinion, I like the job that I've done. I've seen people just place foundations and cover up this beautiful structure with foundations, and just it to me it was just trashy. But I like the job that I've done over here. And the reason why I have Derketo, a lot of people, they choose gods, but my character's name actually is Derketo. Her name is Anaket, and it's the Egyptian name for Derketo. And you can friend me if you like. And I put a lot of thought process behind all of my builds to be a conscious builder on this game, because owning a server, yeah, you have to run the risk of people trashing it and disrespecting it. And I've always been one of those owner admins that my job is to serve the public, because that's what I like. Every server that I've owned, we had max capacity. We never had a slow day. All my admins were very busy, including myself. At one point, they all told me to take a week off because it's like a job. It really is. But if you like it, it's not a job. It's something that you like to do. And like I said, I haven't discovered anything. I just started rebuilding in here. I just popped in admin, just to discover a few places, go round up a few thralls, just to, help out. Look like I wanted to look. Now down here, this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to build my welcome center. And this is one of the best welcome centers that I've built. And I haven't started it, but I've marked off the territory to, despawn the little critters here, you know. So, and I have a picture of that as well. But yeah, but this right here, when I had Anaket's Oasis, I built this welcome center in this area, and a few people that came into the server and saw the welcome center, they actually wanted to live in it. They wanted to move in the welcome center, and it was an honor, you know, to people to come and say that that's the best welcome center that they've seen. And I felt very privileged, you know, to be a part of that. And, you know, but I'm gonna start my own server soon. But right now I'm going through a lot of personal things, personal issues. And yeah, it's been a very rocky road so far, but other than that, you know, life keeps going. You know, you got to keep it moving. And let's begin the process of building. Yeah, but this is not something that I normally do. I just come here first and just despawn everything. And as you can see, my name tag, well, the clan tag is popping up, the Egyptians. You know, like I said, I'm not to toot my own horn, but yeah, I am one of the better builders on this game. I even invented a couple of, you know, buildings myself, which a lot of people use. I built this in the PvP, and I'm gonna show you the structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I call it a jump bucket. And what this thing does is you can jump. Oh shit, I'm out of shape wood. Okay. So yeah, this particular structure is it comes in handy in the PvP. And yeah, when I built it, I was hidden. I was in the mire, and all the people, that's all they saw was that structure, and they was like, where is this base? And it was pretty interesting. I'm still in that official server, by the way, and they did find my base. It was what, 3 years they found my base. And in one of the episodes that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build in that same exact spot. But right now I'm gonna show you just a small little structure that we used to do events with, all kind of little crazy stuff. One of this no, wrong one. No, let's get that out my hand. Okay, wrong one. I need 6 of these. I'll put that right there. See, it's so much easier with a computer. No. Now, the thing is, okay, let's do this. Now, you won't die. Now, I'm in God mode. I'm going to come out of all of that. I'm going to come out of God mode, cloak mode, and just rise up. No, rise up, and then come out of flight mode, and then fall down in it. Won't die if you fall in here. It's just a never-ending drop. And I've leaped into that thing from a very high, very, very high. And you don't die. So, yeah. That's a unique structure that I came up with years ago in the PvP server, an official server. I can actually teleport to that site where I had it and show you how, you know, yeah, that it was fun. Let's go over here to the mire. I had a building right up here by the green wall. Nice structure too. And yeah, it took them a long time to find that structure. But I'm a little nervous because I normally don't talk during my videos. I just build, but you know, giving a commentation, you know, talking through it. Yep, I built up here, and I had a platform extended from here, and it went all the way down to here. After trial and error, you know, dying a few times, you know, you got to place that bucket just right too. And then I came over here and had a platform extended out, and a jump bucket was down here. And that's all people saw when, you know, in that PvP server, was that structure right there, little jump bucket. And they did not know that I was way up here, because in the official PvP server, stamina costs, and people were wondering, how did I get up here? And it took a lot of damn foundations to get up here. Yes, it did. A lot of sandstone foundations. But once I got up here, there was only, you know, one way to get back here for me, and that was to, you know, pop my bracelet, as we call it. And now I'm gonna go over here to the docks and start that process. Okay. All right, now Miss Ren 37. Oh, okay. I forgot. I got where my weapons at? Yeah, cause it's time to fight. I forgot I came out of God mode, but that's all good. Cause now it's time to kill him. Some of the things that they've done in this update, like I gotta keep going and cycling through clothes. All right, let me get your belt here. All right, there you go. Where is this at? Yeah, we gonna smash it. Yeah, put that there. Yep, I know y'all coming. I know. I'm gonna get out the water and get y'all. Hold on. I'm coming. Anybody else want some? All right. Okay, now let's get on with the process. Clean this up. Now, wait a minute. Let me see. Do I have enough materials? Well, maybe to start the spine. Okay. Now this is one of the keys to building in this structure. You want to line up the foundations first. You know, me, I raise them. Sometimes I don't. You know, but in this situation, you know, I want to raise them, and you want to make sure you got them, you know, somewhat straight going down the way here. So it can be a little tricky, but once you get used to it, you know, you kind of know where to place it. You know, just raise it. I normally raise it to the highest point. That way I can hide the lighting underneath. Now if it doesn't, yeah, there we go. See, now that's perfect. Now so you can see it's a little off right there from there to there. But the placement is there. So I just have to line that up just a little bit better. But the placement is there. So let's try that again. Raise it all the way up, and because sometimes I like to see it still, now it's off that way. Yep, so alright, I'm gonna start off with this one, because usually I like to start off in the middle. So because sometimes I put a big giant gate frame door there, but let's try this one. See, it won't go like that, so I have to line it up. Cause see, this structure is crooked itself, so you want to try to line it up. See, that's going to be off. See how it won't go in there now? Oh, I didn't raise it all the way up. Yeah, because it's just still off a little bit, but you get the gist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place it that way. that's perfect. So now, since that's right there, I'm not gonna put a gate there, but what I will do is I will put a door frame. And in this build, in this particular build, I love using my Yamatai foundations as a base because it gives it a certain look. But the walls would normally be lattice and Khitan with the Argosian fences and rooftops in certain spots, and it does give it a nice look in this area, so that way it won't be, you know, too overbearing. I've seen people build in this area before. Oh, wait a minute. Now this is gonna be the actual build. So yeah, me, I'm a kind of a neat freak, you can say, because I like that to be kind of I like it to be uniform because it gives it a better look overall. Nah, I don't want that to go that far out. Now this part is where and I normally do this all the time in all these structures like that. And yeah, so now right here is gonna be, well, let me get my material that I like to use ready. Well, I passed my fences, damn it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm running out of material, but you know, back here you would put a wall to block that hole, and I usually have lattice walls. Let me get the lattice walls too while I'm at it. Yeah. All right, now, okay. See what the lattice walls do. You know, you don't have to, you know, do it like that, but that will, you know, cover that up. Now, now this I would normally show you a little trick that I picked up along the way. Now, before I do lay the floor down, I do put the lights in. This way, you know, what this does, I won't have any exposed lights because I like to use these radium gem torches for the simple fact they give off a nice glow. And I'm out of material, but that's okay because I can always spawn in some more. But yeah, and what this does, it gives it an effect. Oh, let me put the dye in there. And see, my trademark color is magenta, or, you know, in this case, pink, because it's gonna look pink. And I do that for, you know, breast cancer awareness. And you see, yeah, yeah. So you're gonna see me put those in certain spots along here. I can do that now since I'm mentioning it. That way. Oh shoot. Okay. Just enough to light this area up, and you'll see how this will work out. And this is one of the fun things that I also like to do as well. Now, I don't have enough to fill this up, but you'll see the how it'll glow. You can see the glow off the structure itself, off the ruin. This floor is covered, but you'll see a glow all the way up. Now, once this is covered, because this is where I'm going to put a staircase. And this is the tricky part about building in this ruin, because if you don't get these foundations placed right, oh my God, it's going to be a train wreck. And like I said, the placement is more important, is very important in this particular structure. You know, all of them that have a hole like that, so you can create an upstairs or a staircase. I don't like to use elevators in these structures because it makes it look kind of tacky to me, you know. But a lot of people, they use elevators. You know, I like the staircase, but you know, it gives it it makes it more stable. You can build an elevator shaft, but a staircase with that shaft is, you know, a lot more stable. You can do a lot more with it. That's, you know, in my opinion. But, you know, I've always been that way. Now these foundations, I'm going to fill that in to give it a look that, you know, that I'm trying to achieve. And that's, you know, basically all I do is, especially with these foundations, like I said, these are my favorite foundations to build with. And I've built with other material, but I find these foundations right here, they just make the building look a little more stable, you know. And I won't use a lot of them, you know, just enough to go around and create like spines. You know, it's going to be one that's going to be, well, this I have to move out of the way because this is going to have foundations all the way down the middle. Starting from this one, all the way down the middle is going to be nothing but foundations. Usually I just build right over top of that stuff and then it'll disappear once I leave the area. So Now, normally I would go to the end, but it's gonna stick out, and I'm gonna show you. You know, I'm gonna go around here and look, and if it's sticking out, yep, then I will not use that like that. See, so that's where I will put a wall. Just to prevent that from sticking out. So, yeah, this area, it will have a wall back here, and it will give it a corner here, you know, with the wall being there, because that wall will actually, it'll stabilize the ceiling, because there's going to be 2 floors in this general area right here. I might even have it where it's a balcony, have this second floor part of it open to look down. I might put a display statues or something down there, but that's in the future once I've laid everything down, get the floor plan down. But it's pretty much an open floor plan in all of my builds, even in, you know, standing structures, in the ruins, you know, freestanding buildings. You know, I like to build an open floor plan. None of my buildings are, you know, the same build. Even though I build in the same area a lot, they are not quite the same. You know, they all are different. People say, well, you should draw it, write it down, or, you know, and I'm like, no, that's not how I like to do things. So when I build, it's like what I see, how I see it differently, you know. But it's pretty much the same. You know, you're going to see a tree house here. It's going to be a different tree house than before. You know, like I said, I build in the same area, but it's not the same. You know, same structures, but they all look different. Especially my tree houses in the mire. And when I first found that place, it was in my co-op, and I found another place, of quite a few places in the jungle that I love to build at. You know, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Now on SIPTA, I've been on SIPTA. I really don't like SIPTA. You know, and a lot of people, you know, they gave me their personal opinions about it too. And, you know, it's all right, but it's not something that, you know, I would want to, you know, I've adminned in SIPTA server before, but as far as owning one, you know, in SIPTA, I don't think I would. I would stick to the Exile lands, because there's so much more to do here in the Exile lands. And my joystick is starting to get a little sticky. Well, controller, I'm telling my age. But, you know, it's all gonna work out. And this is, you know, how I normally put these spines in, as I call them, because what I will do is right here, I could make that a pillar going up, you know, for the stability on the other side, because there's a pillar and that's a pillar too. But it all depends on what I want to do inside of the area, because I could easily, you know, make a pillar out of walls and put lights inside of it, and it'll be, you know, something different. And when I was in Black Blood, one of my servers that I've had, were co-owned with a person that we are no longer friends, but that's, you know, that's in the past. I hold no grudges. But yeah, we did a lot in that server, and it was pretty much, how can I put it? It was, at first it was good, but then it just went to hell very quickly. And I'm not gonna worry about what it looks like, because the end, that's now. And I do have enough foundations to complete this all the way around. But this is what I have to do here. Pillar here. And don't worry about it, you know, because it's not going to go through the floor unless I put another one on top of it. But, you know, what this does, with this being up like that, and all these pillars lined up, is going to make it easier for me to put this staircase here using this column. So I'm going to finish the job of columns to support the second floor that's going to be here. All right. Now, there we have it. Now, normally, you know, in a situation like this, or, you know, just assessing the situation, it, you know, it looks like it could work out pretty well. And this is just the inside of what I would do. Oh, let's fill this in, just so we could I'm not gonna worry about the foliage, because that foliage right there gives it a certain look. Now, normally what I do on this end with this is, this would be like a balcony or a porch. So before I put the flooring down, I like to put these down. See why I put those foundations underneath, because what this is going to do is going to give it a nice sturdy look. But let's take this out right here. Normally, what I do right here is I put statues here. They'll give it a grand look, you know. And staircases, to me, I like to build them. They're fun. And a lot of people, they, you know, they don't like the staircases. Now, I'm not going to put any stairs right here because the gorillas are still around, especially in the back, and they like to come up here and interfere while I'm building. But, you know, right now they're not a nuisance. But sometimes if I despawn all of these guys over here, it doesn't glitch this area out. So this is why I like this place as well, is that, you know, despawning these guys isn't really a big thing. because they're all over the place. You know, they're back up here. You know, you can see them all around. You know, a dime a dozen in this area. You know, so, you know, I don't worry about despawning these guys. Now, you can see that pink glow, and that's all the way down here on the underneath all that. You can see that pink glow just for that one, from that one light. You know, so that's why I like to do it with these structures. Even in the freestanding building, I do the same thing. I raise the foundation to the highest point so I can actually light it up from underneath, and it gives it a nice glow and effect, especially at night. So the lighting is very important too when you come to building. And decorating, that's a different topic, but we can get to that later on in my future broadcast. But you know, this is basically what I do in this structure is, you know, like that. And my next step would be to put all the lighting in and then lay the flooring down. But right now, this right here can be very tricky, is this staircase. So before I get started with that and finishing that off, I always like to come up here and just lay the spine down up here. That way I know what I can get away with as far as putting a porch out here. And see, this will make a difference right here, is that, see, I don't like to have that overhanging like that. See, because what it does, I'm going to give you an example. See what that does. And you know, that looks kind of tacky overhanging that. So we're going to take that far as that, and then have an overhang. And that's going to be one of the features in this build as well. Now, you might think like, wow, this is a lot of foundations right now. It is, but it's not going to, you know, like some people, they fill the whole build with foundations, you know, and that's not what I do. So this right here is going to be one of the biggest challenges if you want to build in this structure, is laying this down. So, you know, you want to actually keep that open. No, okay, I messed up. See, they're going the wrong way. Oh, they're supposed to be facing that way. Okay. What you doing, Major? Too much about that being seen. Oh shoot, being seen. Get down. You must be ready to take a nap, because you fall from there. My car is not working. I cannot take you to no emergency. All right, now we're not going to worry about that overhanging, because that's going to give this area and this kitchen a different look. But we're not going to see that anyway, because what's going to happen with that is something very unique. Now we're not going to worry about that being filled in either. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue this, yeah, I'll leave that, and we're going to play this out with the foundations going all the way down. Like I said, create a spine or outline. So the outline will see, then that way you won't, you know, run into too much trouble, because the outline of this is going to be good, because walls behind on that side. You don't have to put foundations out there because the walls are going to support, because it's going to be at least 3 floors on this level. He got lasers in his eyes, he said. Alright, yeah, we can take that out there and bang. Yeah, I'm waiting for my tablet to charge so I can comment back to some of the comments. You know, and now remember those pillars that were underneath? Now watch this. This is where it becomes really fun. See that? See, that's one right there. That's one right there. And there's one right there. Now, these are my columns that I'm gonna have. See, there's no column here at all, because you'll know it'll snap in. So now all this will be filled in with ceiling tile. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another extra column back here. It's gonna be like in the middle. About right there. Now, I could have used the ceiling tiles to, you know, extend it, but this is fine. Okay, yep, alright. And normally that would, yeah, go just like that. Now, I gotta have on my building clothes. Wait a minute. I knew something was wrong. Well, usually I will be topless, but since I'm broadcasting and I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah. Now this is just to start off in this building right here. But this is, like I said, this is where sometimes it gets kind of tricky, because putting that staircase, you know, you have to avoid this part right here. So, you know, you want to start the staircase. Let me see where I like to use the Pictish build. Pictish material as far as stairs, because these stairs, they look more crisp, straight, and they look like wood. Oh shoot, well, let's just take that. Let's see what materials I need now. Okay, I need steel reinforcements and brick. So, but I'm an hour in, and I didn't plan on being on here for that long, but you know, for the sake of building and the stuff that I like to do, yeah. Now one of the things that I've learned as far as making a good staircase is these sloped inverted wall pieces. They come in handy. A lot of people, they put a lot of tiles, but no, you just take that and then you can put your tile there, and the stairs are going to go right here. You're going to take that and you'll see how the stairs fit right onto that. See? And that makes good aesthetics when you have columns. So, and that right there is, and I like the way they got it color coded, because like, okay, if you see this, and this is one thing that I had to pay attention to, the orange is okay, the yellow is better, the red is not. But since I have a stickler about the placement, I want all the lines facing one way, so that's going to be orange, but that's cool. It's not going to hurt it. And then there you have it. You can put fencing right here, and so this might just work out to be the staircase that I'm going to keep, because sometimes I struggled with putting a staircase in here for the simple fact that it's very hard to do. Now the test is going to come up when I come out of flight mode and test this theory out. See right here? This is what I was afraid of. So we're going to walk and see if, yep, no bumping of the head, so we good. Or no squatting down, so that's even better. So now back to the genie thing, and voila, we have stairs and not a whole lot of material, and there you have it. Nice and neat staircase that you can use. And these right here, yep, they work for railings, because Conan stairs, they got them fake railings. So you know what the deal is with that. And I got my staircase, so now I can fill in this floor. Yes sir. Bang, got my staircase. So now the thing is to make it look like a staircase. So now we are golden. Now what's going to go along the edge will most likely be fencing, and the fences that I like to use are the lattice walls and lattice and ketan. And now that we have our staircase in, I can relax a little bit and finish the project, give it a look once over, check out the floor plan. No runs, no drips, no errors. We are golden. And this took a good 45 minutes just to get the outline of this place. And one of my favorite things to do is to actually add this tree house. That's going to be, after I'm done putting everything together in here. I could lay the tree house out, but it's not really hard to do. I just got to spawn in some more building materials like shaped wood, brick, and steel reinforcements. Now, this is where things can get a little funky, because when you put the walls like right there like that, Excuse me. Now this is one that normally sometimes when I do it right, both of these on both windows, I just use one wall frame, you know. But in this case, they're a little off center, but that's okay. It's not gonna hurt us. You can tell that everything is just off by a little hair, but that's fine. Because the effect is still gonna be there. Because these pillars are actually gonna make this structure look like I want it to look. And that's the thing about building in these structures is you don't want to take away from them. What you're doing is you're adding to it. And these structures I love these structures. So by adding to them, you're going to see all of the stuff that you can do. You can get away with, what you want to do with it. Like right here. Usually I put a pillar there, but that's what happens. It sticks out a little bit, but who's going to be climbing up here to look at that? And one time I had a pillar, I had it so perfect that one pillar, one column came up, and I had put a light up in here. And that was in, what was it, Red Mother? But yeah. So, just going over another flyby. Make sure everything is golden. And let me get my build materials. I have to spawn in some shaped wood, hardened brick, and steel reinforcements. Because this is going to be a big project. Because the pool is what's going to be the thing, because connecting that pool to the map room, that's a challenge as well. But I do like to push myself and challenge, because I like building off of rock faces, having buildings overhang the rock face. That can be a challenge. I'll get into that in another episode. And well, I know it's a lot of ambient noise because I'm over a relative's house for the holidays. So let's have that. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm wondering, like, wait a minute, I'm not seeing anything here. Now I like this music score in this area because it reminds me of it actually is the actual music score to Last of the Mohicans, when his son got killed and he said, "I am truly the last of my kind." And there we have our staircase. Sturdy. Now, if you want to go behind and check, you can, because, I don't really need my repair hammer anymore, but it's good to have one, so you can go behind and check. And I always, grab the star metal. I mean, any repair hammer I do. But, in this case, I just grab that one. And to check everything, stability-wise, You know, especially this. That's a 60. You know, as long as I don't see anything under 40, you know, in anything that I build, I'm good. You know, so that's the thing. So you don't want to see anything, because now they have it color coded where if you see red, like, well, you're gonna see green all along these foundations, but anytime you see red, especially when you're building tree houses, you won't be able to put anything on the edge. So you want to be mindful of that. So when you do build a tree house, you know, you want to make sure you have that repair hammer in your hand so you can check the stability on that build, because that's a very tricky build. And you leave and come back and you'll see pieces missing because of the stability. And I've been doing these, you know, videos like that, but this is the first time I've ever put my voice in it. So yeah. And they said, well, you should explain what you're doing, and I'm like, well, it's self-explanatory, and that's, you know, that was the attitude I had. But, you know, explaining certain things does help, you know, because a lot of people, they still don't, well, I've seen a lot of people still can't make a circle. And it took me a minute to learn how to make a circle. But, you know, a lot of people have been playing Minecraft, and the first thing, you know, all these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. And I'm like, So, you know, we, you know, make a joke about that. And I lost my train of thought just that quick. Okay, I got 100. Wow. Major, chill out. Materials. All right, now my lighting. That's what we're doing. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, putting these lights in certain places, and with these, the reason why I like these is that you don't need a lot of these lights. You know, just enough. And they like I said, you can use, well, not any color dye, but you can use the main colors, the primary colors, like brown, yellow, red, blue, green, even cayenne. But like the light colors or the dark colors, you can't put them in here. But it's okay, because, you know, that's what, you know, you want. You put a black light in here, well, black dye. No, yeah, I put black dye in it. They might have changed it, but yeah, I put black dye in it before, and white dye. You know, just, you know, the primary colors. No off colors. The off colors won't go. And there's my joystick with my controller sticking again from playing basketball and road company. Now I'm gonna fill that in out there, that porch. Oh, I gotta check the Ohio State Michigan game. Up 27-41. Michigan, they whooping our ass. 27-42. Okay, let me sit down. Hop up. Boy, go sit your butt in that room. Ain't nobody on you. Now I ask you to move, and you gonna like tell me no.
Do we have Conan Exile?
Boy, you better go in there before I spank you, cause I believe in spanking kids.
Pow!
Now, see, you will see underneath the effect that those things give. They give the illusion of support, but there is support there, you know, without those being there. But you know, you want that aesthetic where it will, you know, look like. No. Oh, my repair hammer. That's what I was looking for. Repair hammer. Okay, now you'll see the stability like, yep, 80. Yep, Ohio State, we getting our behinds kicked. I can't believe it. Yep, got 2 touchdowns, 2 minutes. Yeah. Yep, we out. We out of the Big Ten championship. Dag nabbit. Alright, now let's finish these lights. Alrighty. Okay. Middle. Alrighty, now let's cover this up section by section. This is how we take it. See how that was yellow? See, look now if I put it over here, it's still yellow, but it's going to be stable. See, that's orange. That's a little less stable than the yellow.
That way.
Now it's starting to come alive. Starting to come alive. But right now I'm ready to take a restroom break, and I shall return. Okay, I'm back. Well, Ohio State lost. They are out of the Big Ten championship. They was number 2. Now that might bump Michigan up to number 4. We won, so that's gonna definitely bump us up to number 3. I'm a UC fan and Ohio State fan. So I still got UC in it, and let's go UC.
You go me.
All right, yeah. UC won their game yesterday. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and light everything up. It's gonna get real bright, but all that's gonna change. Yeah, it's about to get really bright in here. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, no one's watching anymore, but that's fine. I'm gonna still broadcast. Because last night I broadcast me putting some of the finishing touches on over there at Dagon's Embrace. And now I'm over here getting started on the docks. So, yeah, we're going to put that right here in this corner. We got one more section to light up, or 2 more. And then I can put the colors in them. And I can hear the gorillas walking around and stuff like that, and I'm quite sure you can hear my little cousin in the background playing with his toys. Like I said, I'm over at a relative's house. Now, let's start lighting it up. Well, it's already lit up. We paid the bill. We paid the electric bill. We got lights now. So we paid our electric bill.
What's in it? You got me.
Now, one of the other places that I built was a very, very hefty challenge. Was at Heliograph Heights. That was a challenge. And sometimes, like, even though I do have admin abilities and stuff like that, sometimes I just like the joy of just walking and building instead of flying. But flying, I could do it a lot faster. And I can put, like in this structure, I can put the foundations in with a lot better precision. But to practice all of this, I've done it in, like I said, all the servers that I mentioned, without being an admin. And it's like I said, it's a challenge, but it's fun. And that's what I like about it, because this is a lot of fun doing. Now, I will do a build without flying, but it's going to be, it's going to take a lot more time, because to do this, to get this outline down, columns, staircase, that's normally, if I was not flying, it would take me at least 2 hours. Well, no, I wouldn't say 2 hours. I would say probably an hour, because this took 45 minutes. But I was just, commentating through the build and not really, focused like I am now. But, when you do stuff like this, to me it's relaxing. And a couple of people that I've had the joy of being, having them in my servers, a lot of them said that you should enter the fun contest. And that's what I plan on doing, entering that build contest. And but I want to feature my co-op. Once I get stable, I'm gonna have my own server again, and I want to feature that server. I'm gonna promote it like I normally do, and we'll see how that goes. But that's not in the near future. I mean, that's gonna happen. I don't know when, but I have to get myself stable first. But other than that, yeah, it's all good. But this is what I like to do. And to give building tips, it's one of the fun things. Now, I've been in servers, like the Isle of Shangri-La, which is, Twisted server. I'm gonna mention his name because we're not friends anymore because of, all the admin abuse that was going on over there, and I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. And one of the admins over there banned one of my clan members that didn't have nothing to do with, us admins was talking about. But, that's how it go. But like I said, I don't hold no grudges. For what? Life is too short for that. But when you doing stuff like this, you're an admin in a server or you own a server, you're gonna run into a lot of people that want to talk shit. Excuse my French, but that's how it is. I'm not gonna hold my tongue, but that's how they do. They want to come in thinking they knowing more than you and this and that and blah blah blah, and they don't know squat. And I've had people offer to pay me to come in and be admin in a server, but to have that responsibility, so I've done that one time, and the owner banned me from the server because I guess I did a better job than she did as far as building, whatever. But this is what I pride myself on. Because, like I said, my servers, I've always told, the people that came in my service, this is your server. I'm just providing a service for you. And, treat it as if you was paying for it. And then you will understand my dilemma sometimes. So you got to put yourself in the owner's shoes. Because once people have responsibility or have ownership in something, they take better care of it. And that's a true statement. Some people say, well, I don't care, it ain't my server. Then you don't bring your ass in my server if you're going to have that attitude. Because I don't have the problem with hitting the ban button. I never did. But I've always ran my servers like that. You know, I pay for it, but I'm providing a service. You know, and the people that are in your server, they respect that. I don't give them what they want. No, they have to earn it, just like everybody else. You know, if they have questions, they can always ask. You know, especially when it comes to the rules. My rules were simple, but some people still didn't like them. Well, can you change this? No. Why not? Because I don't want to. That's the rule. Now, if you don't want rules, then go to an official server. See, because there are no rules in the admins, there are no admins in official servers. Now, like I said, I am still in an official server, and it's been a very long time. Well, that's going to despawn once I leave the area. Now you see why I like to put the lights down. Now you can see the glow. You can see the glow. Oh my goodness. It's gonna look so spectacular. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that looks, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I can't wait till I'm finished with this. Yep, so let's make this grand. Okay, I gotta turn that off. Land claim notification gotta come off. I'm sick of that. I thought I turned that off. Disable land claim notification. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Every time I'm coming in and out. Yeah, I don't want to see that. All right. Alrighty then. Okay, won't go underneath that one, but it'll go underneath there. There we have it. Now, okay. I'm done with the foundations. I need walls, door frames, and more ceiling tiles. Michigan stomped a mud hole in Ohio State. I can't believe this, man. I cannot believe it. Alright. Okay, this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Okay, I need a door. So you gorillas won't be walking up in here. Now, I will be putting lights on the columns because, like I said, the floor, see, this is going to be, let me see, first floor, second floor. So this is what I'm going to do with this. Okay, got it. Okay. Alright, this I can bring like this. I can do this right there. Yeah. See, like I said, those columns are going to be outside. Start that. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Nah. Nope. 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 Nah. Do that just like that. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm going to turn the lights on. No. There we go. Alright. Now. See, don't go. These walls that are going up right there like that, there's a reason, and when I get up there, you're going to see how this is going to help. Now, making this porch. Okay, where's my fencing? Okay, there we go. there. Now, normally, you know, well, I usually have roofs, so let me put this out here real quick, show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now I think I grabbed a little bit too much, but that's okay. So we're gonna see how this works out, because normally I don't put doors right here, and I'm gonna show you why. Because, you know, with this right here, and that process will be repeated again here, all the way down here. I mean, I could put that right there, but nah. Or I could just do this for every last one of them. You know, put that corner piece. You know, right there. And you'll see. Yeah, I think that does look better. See how the columns, these columns just, yeah, see, they just give it that look, you know. And usually this wouldn't be out so far because there would be, you know, but that's cool. So I would definitely put doors on that, because usually I wouldn't have this extended out, but I wanted a porch right there, or overhang. You know, so you can, you know, decorate. You know, you could probably put a plant right there, or a statue. You know, or I can just simply put fences all the way around, well, all the way, you know, closer to that. You know, where, you know, but. I mean, it's something to think about, you know. But now that this is, you know, almost completed out here, you know, you'll see what I mean. And we haven't forgot about this wall, so let's fill that in. Pretty much the same way, and you know, you wanna, and this is the same way as well, you know. Oh shoot, facing the wrong way. there is going to be a difference maker for me because that's going to be exposed. I knew it. Yup. Damn it. But there's something I can do with that. Yeah. Let me try something here. Well, this is what's going to happen with this. I could bring that foundation out. Let's see how that, let me see. See how this is going to work. Hold on, that might look aesthetically pleasing. Okay, done with those for right now. Let's see. Floorboard in there. Yep, since Ohio State lost, we do go up to number 3. I'm a UC fan, so UC and Ohio State. And I'm texting my son. Oh, by the way, since I done already told my age, I am 57 years young. And my son is in his 30s. Well, he's damn near in his 40s. And, yeah. You know what? I can probably have a foundation. Just put one right here. Take all of those out. But then again, now that do look better, actually. Let me see. No. See, that's what I was afraid of. Is having that right there. See, and I don't want that. So, okay, that gorilla down here has despawned, and you see how I kind of glitched a little bit. Oh no, there he is. Okay, so he's walking around. So, oh, okay, there's the one that likes to come inside the door. So it's normally like 4 in the back and 1 in the front. So, let me see about that. Foundation right there. See how that won't go? See, that's why I got that there. Yeah. Now, take that out. You know what? I'll be better off putting the ceiling tile right there to close that gap. Then maybe I can put foundations on top. So, but we're not gonna see them. So now let's see if we can get away with that. Well, of course they're gonna go, but I want to see in that one spot. Oh, no wonder it won't go in there. I got that in there, duh. Yeah. See, because... No, wrong way. Wrong. Okay, we're going to start from here. Fuck it. I'm gonna let it roll like that. Okay, see, I want this to have an overhang too. Yeah, perfect. Let's see, where am I? Where are my pieces? Right here. Okay. here too. Yeah. No. Now we cook it with grease. Now let's finish these walls off down here. And we have this floor completed. Well, now I still have to put a second floor in here. You can see there is a lot of room in here, a lot. So what I'm going to do here is show you how this will be a good aesthetic to use when you want to, you know, like me, I have columns, so I want it to look aesthetically accurate as possible. So, and this you'll see that it helps. It really does. And then plus it gives your build a very stable look when you add these pieces to the column. Now we're not going to worry about that staircase right there. Now this is going to be the thing when we come up here and we place the ceiling tiles. Now normally what I do with this part right here is this I would wall off once I got the ceiling tiles and the lights around it, you know, and or I normally just put walls to support, you know, and this would be encased, which I probably will end up doing. But for right now, this looks pretty damn good, you know, considering that, you know, we got our columns in place. Now, if you want to be a little flashy with it, you can do this. You can take this, put it right there, and make the columns look like the wall, you know. And this is just one floor, you know. So if you're gonna do it like that, you know, you can take it all the way up. That way it'll be an even support all the way around, you know, it'll be stability, you know. And normally I would ghost in to see if I can put a light inside of there, which I'm gonna do now, just to see if I can put a light in there. No. So, and we are at the 2-hour mark. For 2 hours and 21 minutes. And let's see if we can actually put a light in here. If it will go, then we are good. Oh yeah. And oh shit, I'm down to 8. And there we have it. Okay. Now, let's fly, not ghost. Now, this does work, you know, because the wall will add stability to the outstretched, you know, tiles. So, you know, that would be a benefit. And just an example. Wait a minute, where am I facing? Yeah, all of them going that way. See, it's green. Oh shoot, come on. That's yellow, that's orange, but it looks like it's not stable. But it's very stable. You know, it's very stable. Let's see, and I can do this all the way across to the other side. Well, sometimes we have a little issue because this sometimes it act like it don't want to attach. See how that attached to that side, but it didn't attach there. Now it attaches. So, you know, you see when doing that, you know, now over here, what I would do to prevent that is to do this. And that works just as well as a column. You know, so it gives it that look of stability, you know, like I was saying. Now this is an actual column, but what I'm going to do is I could make it look like that, you know, so like that way when you know, decide to do something like that, you got a plan and you can execute it. And that's the fun thing about doing stuff like this, because there's no wrong way once you got it made up in your mind that this is what you want to do, you know. And instead of me ghosting in this time, I'm just gonna go in here and put this light right there, and I'll keep moving it. I need it in my wheel. What am I not using right now? Foundations. Alright. See, this is some of the fun, neat things that, you know, you can do. Now when I go inside of that one ruin that's all the way at the end that I showed you earlier, I make pillars with walls and ceiling tiles, and I put lights in them, and that's really fun. You know, that's a nice little tip, you know, to put those make pillars, you know, and columns. Now the reason why I use these foundations like this in here, because that stone look just looks so neat, you know, just it looked like a column. You know, these look like columns, and that's why I chose this certain style. And 9 times out of 10, I will always choose, you know, this as my, you know, build material. What you see here in some of my treehouse foundations, or some of my tree houses I built with this same material. And yeah, I mean, it looks good together, as you can well see. Even with the Argosian rooftops out here, you know, those piped or slated roofs. I remember these old slate roofs as a kid on some of the roofs downtown, or some of the houses. And yeah, that slate, if you know, they get old, they slide off and they can cut you. But Yeah. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna hit this right here with these because I have my building cost off, so it don't cost me nothing. I can make one of these and it'll look like I got 100 of them. So, you know, because I only put 4, and look, that's a neat trick that, you know, a new ability, but you can only access that through the admin panel. And see, I still got the same 4, but it's not costing me anything because I turned it on so I can do this for you guys. And you know, this will be done like, yep, yeah, let's finish that off. Yeah, yeah, so that way when, okay, let's test it out because the steps look a little, you know, not at the angle that I would like. And you see how they just incline up even further from these steps. But that's, you know, that's cool because that was the height of the foundations. So, you know, you can, yeah, can I walk through there? No, I can't. So, can I walk through here? Nope. But you can see how these pillars, you know, are columns, you know, make this building look, you know, kind of neat. And I'm moving funny from being in first person. So, but just, you know, as you get the look, you know, you can see what it's gonna look like. You know, and it does look like, you know, you checking in. So. Yep, you can see I'm moving kind of funny. I might have to pop my bracelet. But now normally, since this is the entrance, I normally have this column, you know, back over here. I mean, I still can, but I like the placement of the steps where they are. So the column is like right at the doorway this time, where you can actually come in and see the staircase. So I might, let me see, this is, yeah, I can put the walls. Because normally the wall coming from here is flush with this column. This is, all this is pushed back one. So, I mean, I can adjust it, but I like my staircase. I could make that adjustment, but underneath, yeah, cause see that column, yeah, it would have to go over one, and that way the staircase would still be coming down. And underneath here is not not a foundation. Oh yes, it is. Food for thought. I mean, I won't be wasting any. Well, I'll be getting material back once I break it, but that's a question. Do I want to do that? Okay, so let's start off by putting these walls here. Let's see. Now this is Yeah, I should take that back one. Yep, now that I'm seeing it, yeah, I should take that back one. Because at least this wall would be back here and flush with that. So yeah, we won't be losing anything. You know, it's just, you know, trial and error. Something that I go through with this staircase a lot. So I'm used to it. So, you know, don't be discouraged at all because, you know, I'm ripping it down. But I'm going to move everything over one. So I'm going to go back into flight mode and first person mode. And we're just going to rip everything out. So don't worry. It's going to all be put back. So let me do it like this. I'll take it down like that. Because I'm not worried about losing the material because I got get it all back, so that's not an issue. And looky here. Okay. Wait a minute. Now I could probably make. Whoa. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try that in one of my builds. Perfect. Just doing that just showed me something. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah, like I said, we're not worried about this. We'll get all that back. The staircase is just gonna move over one right here. This is gonna move over one. And yeah. Okay, I don't need the fence right now. Nope. See, wrong way. So now what's happening underneath, we're not gonna worry about. See, I hate that little glitchy crap. No. Oh. Now, back to the staircase. See, I put that in the wrong spot. Yeah. Yep. Love my staircases. Now this is, yeah. Hell yeah. Alrighty. And there we go. Yep, we are golden. Now this is the test. This part right here. Now, when I had it closer, where over one, it still shouldn't matter. But I still like to test that and make sure. Bang. Okay, we good. Oh yeah. Yeah, this will work out much better. Hell yeah. So now, back to flight mode. And now that wall that I wanted to put, I still might make it flush. Now it's not going to pose a challenge at all. Matter of fact, it's going to give it the look that I want. So let's do that. Let's do that. Like I always do. Make that flush. Ah, fuck, well. Now, we'll put a door in there. But this area normally is the kitchen area. You know, I always make this the kitchen slash bar. So now, what's going to happen with this is you're going to see it transform. Yeah, I got to take that piece out right there. Yeah, so, yeah. We're going to put this right there. Yeah. See, and this is all gonna work out perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is why I like these walls, because it don't matter which way they face, you know, they still. So this is where a doorway is gonna go, by the way. So we're gonna put that doorway right here. I need a foundation. And I like the lattice doorways, you know, especially with this build. You know, and see what this is gonna do. Is gonna give this an effect, like, you know, how did you do that? Ancient Chinese secret. Wait a minute. No. Okay, that's all fucked up. Wait. Alright, now we good. Now, see, that's good support. That's gonna be damn good support right there. So I could do this. I can either put a fence there or a wall for even more support. So, you know, this is where you come to making decisions and choices. So let's say we put the wall right there. Let's see how that looks. Now, this is where it gets really funny, because when you put this piece here, this is what's going to happen. You know, you can put that up there. You see, you got staircase. Now, this is fun too, because, you know, this can go right there in that slot, and you can leave that open, you know, by putting some fences right here like that, and you can have that as, like, you know, you looking down, or you can just plainly simply just take these out right here, because you can't put the ceiling tile like that half wall there, which I don't understand why. But yeah, you can actually, you know, and you'll see how it's coming together. Now this section is going to be lights in here, even on here, and, you know, nothing's gonna, well, it's gonna be floors all up here. But now you can see where, you know, I have an option. I can put this or that, you know, and having that, you know, gives you a place where you come through and overlook, you know, and that's what makes this, you know, this certain staircase kind of different and unique. So, you know, I can put a doorway here and one there. And you see how that works out, you know. So we got our stairs in. We got separation, you know, separate rooms here. And we can do the same thing over here. We can actually, you know, make this, you know, just like it is. We don't have to put anything up there if we don't want to. So the next question is, how are we going to get up to the second level? Good question you ask. So, since this is the second level, we can actually put a door here. You know, extend this out to put a door there. Or, plainly and simply, let's fill this in over here first. And I think it'd be best if I did put a wall there to give it added support, because yeah. So we're gonna, which wall we at? Okay, we at the how. And you're gonna see how everything is gonna fit in place. No, that's not good right there. Still red. Let's check the stability. When I see red like that, yeah, I want to check that stability, because it's surrounded and it shouldn't be no stability issue. 20, 40. Yeah. See, now that might be a problem. That might be a problem. See, that's 40. Yeah, this might be a problem. So let's finish it off, this floor, and see what we have. See, now that's red. Okay, that's yellow. Orange. Orange. Okay, now that's orange. That's better. Now, we can extend that to, or no, I'm not taking that wall down, because if I take that wall down, that's gonna fall. So, but you see how we have the floor now. So we got the floor up here on the second. Yeah, we can put a doorway right here and extend that. Extend this to go inside over here. And there you have it. All right. Now, we could enclose that, but I like that overlook right there. I like that. That's a nice little look. Seeing that right there looks like it's stable. It gives that aesthetic. Now, I would put that right here too. Yeah, right, like right there. You know, so yeah, it looks like everything is very stable. So now that we have that, We got this floor to do. Now we have just this floor. And this will be, normally if I'm flying and doing this, this will take me, well, it's in the 2.5 hour mark. And I'm normally, done because I'm not giving any commentating. I'm not commentating on it or giving feedback, even though feedback would be appreciated, but I don't have any viewers right now. But I had one viewer and she left a couple of comments, which was well appreciated. So this, for me, this is, a lot of fun. And you can see how the floor is actually coming together, and I might put a porch out here too, but yeah. So when I'm not gonna do any work on this if I'm not broadcasting it, because I want this to be broadcasted from start to finish. Don't worry about the red, because as soon as it get locked in with this piece, then the stability should go down. The stability should be better. See, it went up to 40. Yep. So, yeah, and that's 60. Yep, that's 40. Yep. I'm gonna have to pop my bracelet because I don't like the way I'm flying in first person. I mean, it's third person. Don't worry, that's gonna be fixed. Now, attaching that. This is why I like going around the outer edges first. See, going around these outer edges, now this is where the fun part begins here too, because like I said, I can put a wall right back here to give it some stability and support back here, and that's the whole goal. Is to create as much stability as possible at the same time preserving the structure of this ruin. Now that's going to be a lot of stability right here in this corner or on this back side. So when everything comes in, I could put a pillar here, or I can make a pillar or a column, because I'm going to need one right here. So I might as well just go ahead and do it. Yep. Or in this case, that could be like storage area or a small little closet or whatever, but we'll see. Now this is where sometimes you'll know, like, yeah, so that's not gonna be too bad. Now that shouldn't be red. There we go. See, it shouldn't be red. It should be green all along this wall. Now back here is where we're gonna have an issue, because it's gonna start See, cause see, there's nothing in between here and here. Now that's yellow, so yeah, that should be better stability. But we got the outer layer, outside, the outline done. Now the fun part is connecting the rest of it. Now I'm gonna finish with this floor, and then I'm gonna take a well-deserved break. Because normally, but I can still broadcast, because the breaks that I do take while I'm building is I go rock hunting. And I'm going to invite my grandson to this party. Wait a minute. Nope. Can you hear me? I'm playing Conan, and I'm broadcasting as I'm building. I've been telling you that. I'm building. I'm not playing GTA until I'm done. Now, this is what you can do. You got a tablet, you got YouTube. What do you watch YouTube on? Okay, you might be able to see if you go to my channel. Hi. If you go to my channel, you should. My channel the same name as my gamer tag, Rogue Lejour. And you should see my build, what I'm doing on Conan. And Marshall, why you got an echo? Well, where's your mic? How come y'all still got them crappy mics? Well, see, that's not gonna work with me because I can hear an echo and I'm broadcasting. Yes. I'm broadcasting. I'm on YouTube. Now, you don't have to, but that echo would help. No echo. Are you probably that close to the TV? What type of mic your brother got anyway? No echo. That's gonna be an issue. Okay, it won't fit there. We're gonna make it fit. Are you kidding me? What? Alright. this is 0 stability. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Ah, I forgot to put a pillar. Yeah, I did. I did. Alright, let's get rid of this right now. Well. We'll make a column. Okay, normally I would have a column here. Better. Still 0. Yep. Now it's dark in here. You found it yet, Zane? No. Let's see. 42%. 42% charged. Okay. Now it's dark. And yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You know, once the lights come into play, you know, put lights on the, up here, yeah, it's gonna look really neat. And I don't mind this right here, I don't, because I can do something with this area. Actually, I can put something down here so you can overlook it. So now, since I'm broadcasting, I am actually commentating. Yep, I'm actually commentating while I do. Okay. Okay, Marshall. I don't know what it is, but right now I need you to be quiet. Well, now that y'all know what I'm doing, I'm going to go back to what I'm doing, and I'm going to lead the party. And I will talk to y'all later. Alrighty. Blocked. I blocked her for a reason. I got her blocked for a reason. Because I don't block motherfuckers. I block them for a reason. Okay, people. I did have my grandsons in the chat party, and one of them just won't be quiet. Because he wants to pow this, pow. Guess what I'm going to get? Pow, guess. Pow, look at me, you know. Like Stuart, look what I can do. Look what I can do. But, you know, normally when I do broadcasts, you know, I am by myself. But I do hang out with my grandsons because they play video games too. Excuse me. And we are a family of gamers. Gamers never die. We respawn. Ha 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 ha. So now, you know, I'm gonna be checking out this video, and 2 hours and 45 minutes in, and I had one viewer so far. Her name was Miss Ren37, and I'm quite sure I ran into her in probably one or two of my servers. I remember the name. And I think she might have been banned out of one of my servers because I searched her name, and I recall the name, and I'm like, she's been blocked. I blocked her, so I don't normally block people, but this, for some reason, you know, she's been blocked. Well, probably because, you know, me and her had words or whatever, and you know, the few people that I have, you know, met, well, not a few, but a lot. And the people that were in my inner circle, you know, as far as, you know, like, I don't want to throw out any names, but we were all co-owners, you know, in Undreamed Age. All I got to do is mention a server, and, you know, if you know anything about that server, then you probably know who I'm talking about. But at any rate, you know, we were all cool, but we met in a public server. It was Crom 2.0, where, well, I don't have a problem with throwing out names, where I met Bio, Jen, Dan, Big Show, I met a lot of people in that server, and they all thought that I was the admin because, I always kept my eye on the player list, to welcome new people to the server, show them, direct them to the welcome center, and, they all thought I was the admin at one point, and, man, most of them said I should be an admin, but, I did take on that responsibility when myself, Dan, Bio, and Jennifer, we started the Undreamed Age, and we built our asses off in that server. Our arena was off the chain. It was second to none. And the place where I built, it was called Canopy Outlook or Canopy Overlook in the jungle. I love the jungle. I love building over there. I love building over here. So, I need my torch. So, I introduced Bio and Jennifer in Crom 2.0. I introduced them to, and they became, best buds, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. So after that, things just kind of got a little, things didn't work out in my favor for me. So, I became the heavy. I, took on all the admin responsibilities while they went and played other games and shit like that. Left me there, to be admin. And to me, it was okay, but, I got tired. I got burnt out. And all I wanted to do was play. I wanted to play the game. So I created another account. And I called that, Chili 5135. That was my Chili. And I created that account so I can be a player, not an admin. So it was some beef behind that. I left that server, and when I came back after I left, I didn't even get on the game for maybe a week or two. I went looking for another server just to play. So when I decided to come back, I came back. My place was ransacked, destroyed, all that. So, I sat there inside the server and I waited, and then next thing I know, I was banned. Bio did it, and I didn't have a problem with it, so I got on, with my other two accounts, waited, yeah, ban them all. I don't give a shit because we're done. Like I said, I don't hold grudges. I just keep it moving. I was not mad at all because I knew our friendship had to come to an end. And I met new friends along the way, and same thing, friendship had to come to an end, especially doing this type of stuff. Now, I have a protocol that I go by when I do admin duties. I don't friend anyone because that can cause an issue, and it has. Because if I friend somebody while I'm an admin, then another person finds out. First thing they're gonna say, "Oh, you got the admin in your pocket and this and that. You friends with the admin, blah 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 blah," and that can cause a lot of issues. So being an admin has its perks and it has its disadvantages You know, it's when you do the work, you know, as an admin, you have to stick with that protocol. They upstairs, they can take you outside. I took you outside for a walk. They can do it. I took you outside earlier today. I took you to the park and everything. And there's other two grown ass men upstairs. No, go up there and get them, doobie. I'm not fucking with you. I took you outside. Fed you and everything. Now it's somebody else's turn. No, no. They gonna take you outside. I took you outside already once. Damn. So, yeah, but, you know, I'm gonna tell a story. Well, it's not a fib or anything. The story of my life as far as being an admin on Conan. You know, and it, doing being an admin is fun. It really is. But you have to, you know, maintain your distance from people. You know, and I'm a people person, but I can't, you know, when I do this, I can't be friends with people because, you know, certain shit happens. So I'm gonna stop right here and go walk this dog. So
Can I see you later, please?